Hey guys, welcome back to Make That Sea Change. Paul here with you, and Make That Sea Change is my site and channel aimed at everything to do with setting up your own online business. Now, ironically, in this latest series that I'm doing, it's about restarting my own online business, because if you saw my last video, you'll see that I got absolutely smashed in all the Google updates, as did lots and lots of affiliate marketers, which I do, and dropshippers and all sorts of people got absolutely smoked by the Google algorithms. And after a couple of weeks, I have had a look through all my stuff and decided of not doing anything for a couple of months, actually, because I was too busy sulking. I'm trying to rebuild my site. So over the next few months, if you're interested, follow along as I try everything I can to get these sites back up and running. Now, the first one we're going to look at today is my travel site. So I've got 3 sites I'm working on. The one we're looking at today is the travel site. Now, this travel site I built purely to build up as much traffic as I can, get some advertising on there, make some sales through Amazon Associates, just through some affiliate links, and then flip the website. That was my plan. So what I was doing here is I was going into Koala and giving it a list of 30 or 40 blog headings, getting it to spew out all the posts. I would then go in. In my defense, I was working on areas that I've been to. I've been to Las Vegas. I've been to golf course in Nevada. If I go into the blog, I have been to almost all of these places, not exactly to all of them, but to a lot of them. And I've just written about them. I've been in the UK, haven't been mountain biking in the UK, but I can write that based on my experience of the UK. But Google didn't appreciate that, mainly for the fact that, I don't necessarily agree with how Google did its changes, but I understand what it's trying to do. I mean, there's probably 50 posts of the best budget hotels in Las Vegas. They've all been written by AI recently and all been thrown up there. And how the hell is it supposed to rank all of that? So that's where I'm at with this site. Now, if I look at the pure Google performance, you can see it got smoked. If I go back over the last 12 months, you can see that it did have some areas where it got some decent traffic, a few clicks, and every time it was starting to build, it only started in December 2023, pretty much. And you can see it started to build up by about August. That was June 2023, up to August 2023. And then the first algorithm hit. And then I thought, okay, well, algorithm change in Google hit. And I thought, I'll just keep going, went okay. And then the second one came in and wiped it out. So looking at that, a lot of us went, well, that's pretty much that done. Look at, it's getting nothing. But what I suggest you do is the first thing that I would suggest you do if you've got a website that got hit, do some analytics and see where it's really at. So if I go to Google Analytics for this site, you can actually see that I am getting around between 15 and 20 clicks a day, between 10 and 20 clicks a day. So it is getting some traffic. If I go to Bing, for example, I can see there that it is getting some traffic through Bing, not many, between 8 and 10 clicks a day, which is contributing to that 15 to 20. If I scroll down here and have a look in my analytics, I can see that I'm getting some from social. Because what I did do when I was building this site is actually built a Pinterest page, and not a lot of them get a lot of interest, 9 views that. But every now and then, like 10 best tours in Las Vegas, 138 views, 5 people clicked. So it means there's 5 people come into my website that weren't there before. The other thing I also did originally was I created a Facebook page, and I didn't actually put much links to my website yet. All I was trying to do was build authority to prove that I have, not all those I've been to, I share some stuff, I create some memes. But I do put in pictures. These are pictures that I've taken. There's me at Whistler. There's Flamingo in Las Vegas when we went there at Christmas. There's some Bali pictures I took. There's us in Los Angeles at Christmas. So a lot of these stuff that I built on Facebook is growing my authority so that when I do start putting my links in, people can go, oh yeah, well, he's been there, so they'll start clicking on it. That was the thought process behind that. But at the end of the day, and also if we look on Amazon, I'm getting sales still, and the sales are still in travel related stuff. So something is still there. There is something to save. And that's probably the first thing to look at. I mean, after I stopped my sulking, what I did do is look and see, okay, well, is there anything here to save? And yes, I am getting some traffic. Google hasn't totally wiped the site. So, I mean, average position is still 26.9. If I go into my pages, there is a lot of pages that are not indexed. So I've got crawl not indexed 194 pages that Google's gone not indexing those. So eventually I'll need to work through all that. But the first thing that you need to do is work out where your traffic's coming from. So mine's coming from organic search, social, and direct, which will be Pinterest. That's normally where that comes from. And the second thing that I suggest you do is then look at what your most popular pages are. Now, the reason I say that is because in my head, I had that I'd just keep adding to the Las Vegas stuff and go and refresh those. But my stats aren't backing that up. Getting a tattoo in Bali, accommodation types for travel in 2024, best portable fans for cruise ships, and Balinese recipes and cooking guides. So 2 from Bali in there. So that sort of leads me to go, okay, well, maybe I need to go and refresh all my Bali stuff first, and then I'll come back through and link it into the accommodation type. So that just means whenever I write anything about accommodation in Bali, I need to link it back to that post because it is quite popular. That's the first thing I need to do. Second thing I need to do is do more of the Bali stuff in my Facebook and start putting my links to my posts in there. And we'll see how that goes. It's a slow process. If you are following this along, I do have to warn you that this won't be always the most interesting thing you'll look at, and there will be a lot of weeks when I come in and say, yep, well, I did that in Traveler Guru, didn't move. So now I'm going to try this. Oh yeah, I started to get a little tick. What I'm hoping is, because I haven't touched this site in a couple of months, that as I start to click on it and start to put a little few things in, it might start to bump it a little bit ever so slowly. I'll try and build my stuff through Facebook. I'll keep going with Pinterest, because as you saw in analytics there, I am still getting traffic from those areas. So let's focus on the areas I'm getting traffic on. Google's almost my back end thought at the moment. I'm trying to really push the areas that are getting traffic, and I'll work on Google by refreshing the posts and the like. So that's my first suggestion, my first recommendation. It's what I've just done. I've now gone into that travel site. I'll do the next 2 sites as well in the next 2 videos and show you what I'm working on those, because I am working on 3 simultaneously. But for my travel site, as I mentioned, if you've got a site that got absolutely tanked with the Google algorithm updates, my first suggestion is to go in and just take stock of where it's really at. Are you still getting any traffic at all? If so, where is it coming from? Because that is, in my opinion, that is where we should focus our first bit of attention. And then the second part will be, I've now got some posts that I can go in and start to work on, which I'll do that in the next. I'm not going to sit and make you watch a whole post. I'll go in and choose one of them and refresh it and show you what I've done, and then show you what I can do on the ones that I haven't refreshed as well. And then we'll continue to work through like that. So that's it for today, guys. If you've got a site, get in there and have a look and take stock of where it's at. Comment below if you'd like me to have a look at it. I can go on Ahrefs for you and have a look and see what that site's doing. Or let me know what you're looking at. Let me know what you've been doing to try and build yours. So the more interaction we have below in this video, the more that we can help each other rebuild our sites and start to make some money out of this once again. That's it for today, guys. Like and subscribe below if you don't already, and get commenting and we can work through it. Speak to you later. Bye.